How is everyone doing? This is your girl Luna. Welcome back to my second life. And we're going to be going over an option for you as a new Second Life person. So, if you've watched a previous video of mine, it will be up above. It is still slightly handy, but it is about starting off in Second Life and getting free stuff. Well, the free mesh body that Legacy offered for men and women is no longer available because a while back, Second Life partnered up with a range of different companies, creators here on Second Life, and gave us the free Senra mesh body that everyone has in their inventory. Even if you've been here for years, you have it in your inventory. Everyone has access to it. There is Lelutka, there's Legacy, there's Clothes. It's all another avatar to start off in Second Life where to get you started. So as I said, that previous video is like slightly helpful because it does show you how to use the HUDs. It does show you how to acquire, how to put bodies and heads on and parts and clothes and all the things. So I'm not going to get rid of that video because it still has really good information in it. It's just you cannot get the Legacy body anymore because technically there is a Legacy body in your inventory. So when you're in your inventory, like I said, this is for any and everyone who is on Second Life. You're going to type in Senra, and you're going to get a whole Senra folder. It's going to pop up. I'm going to click on this, and it's going to open up. So what we're looking at here, we're going to get a Blake and a Jamie. It depends on which body you want. The Jamie is going to be the girl. The Blake is going to be the guy. So the Jamie, you're going to get the body. You're going to have bottoms. You're going to have dresses, hair, shoes, and tops. So, when the bottoms, there's a pencil skirt, there's jeans, there's shorts, skinny jeans, suit bottom, sweatpants. So it gives you a range of things to use. So this is to help out people that are starting off with mesh bodies. If you don't want to use the beginner body that it comes with, this is just another way to get people in. The one thing I will say is that you do not get a HUD for these bodies. So it's very basic. And it's just a way to get started, so you'll get there and you'll have some access to things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to the original avatar. So if I was someone coming in, this is what you would see and how you would go about that. It's just like I did with the previous video. I want to show you guys how you would be starting off and how things would go about. So when you come in, you're going to pick one of those. But we want to get this Miss Jamie Senra going. I am on Alchemy. Remember that I'm not on the original Second Life viewer, so some controls might be a little bit different, but I am going to do things according to how I set it up in Alchemy. If you want to learn how to do other things, there are previous videos, etc., etc. Alchemy is very similar to Firestorm, so also keep that in mind as well. So what I like to do is, I'm going to have to cover up my avatar here. I like to go to my worn folder in my inventory. In Alchemy, you have to collapse all the folders. What I like to do is whatever folder I'm wearing, right now it is under Trixie and all of that. I like to right click and take everything off from this folder. Take off folder items. Everything that can come off, take it off. Because we're going to be, when you get a new avatar body, you're re-adding everything new. So if I could, can I show you? Not really. I can't show you what it looks like, but I promise you I cannot show it. But I like to take everything off because then we go back into our Senra, or if you're a Reborn, a Matria, whatever body you have, then that way you're not doubling up on bodies or figure out why can I put this on. Everything's off that can come off, and whatever we put on is going to be replaced. So we're going to go into the Jamie body. It, like I said, it has eyes, it has nails, it has your whole body. I will say this is going to be a lot easier than coming in. Here is the head that we have. So it gave us the head, the body. We have eyebrow shape that we can add on. It has an animation controller. We may not touch that. And then it has different skins that you can do. So I don't know how light and how dark the skins are, but let's test it. So it looks like we have a pale skin. And then we have, how deep and dark does it go? And we have a deep skin. Let's go about a 4. I forget you can't take skins off. I'm silly. Let's do about a 4. We'll stick with 4. All right, so it did give us underwear and a top. So let's put that on so we can at least look at her body a little bit. Okay, so we have underwear and tops on. Like I said, it's very basic, but this is a mesh body that it's going to come with. Okay, remember, you're going to be doing the shapes, so do not worry about that. It does come with shapes. So if you don't want to manually go in and do the shape, it does give you some shape options. Let's see. Okay, so she's a little bit taller. Okay, and you can always go in, find your shape that it has, and then go in and edit it some more. So you don't have to stick with the shape that it gives you. I don't know that that's a good female walk, but you know, it's free. It's free. You can, we know where to get new. Yeah, we're going to change this. We're going to work on her shape a little bit. We're gonna, so you do get an AO. You get an AO. We have eyes. We have, let's give her some nails. None of them look different. I thought they were going to be like different lengths. They all look the same to me. That one's a little bit lighter. Let's just do 3 because I like the number 3. All right, so we have eyes, we have nails, we picked a shape, we picked a skin. So the body part is done. I'm gonna keep the underwear on so we can kind of check everything. So we have different skirts. So we have pencil skirts, but we have a few options of pencil skirts. I like that they do give us those options, so that's nice. Oh, I put the alpha on. Remember, the alpha's out the body. I wasn't paying attention. So we'll just go ahead and put the alpha on. This is a nice pencil skirt. Okay, it says branded brown, glitter black, glitter white, gray, peacock mint. So you could start off with a couple of different looks. You can layer a couple of outfits. So you can start SL pretty well. You're gonna get a base body. And this body does fit the classic legacy clothes. So in that other video, there were places that I posted where you can get a ton of free clothes. The Frida, which is also now called Paloma Plaza, they have a ton of legacy clothes, basic legacy that you can fit. And honestly, with it having the alpha, you could probably get some of the other legacy newer mesh clothes to fit as well. So don't think that when you start out, you're just going to be stuck to these clothes. Like, if there's a will, there's a way. You can always make it work. I always made it work when I first started. And then it looks like we have just as many options for shorts. Don't think I'm a fan of the shorts, because I was hoping they were more like booty shorts, but I don't even personally like those kind of shorts. Ooh, they do have skinny jeans. So if you don't want that boot cut fit, you can get you some skinny jeans. I think with these bodies, I prefer getting the clothes on first and then shaping the body, because sometimes when you get these basic fitted clothes, and it's not for certain bodies, if you stretch it out, it'll still peek through the clothing. So I like to find the outfit first. That's just me personally. Skinny jeans are cute. I like the skinny jeans better than the other jeans. And then it looks like this is a dress up option. So we got suit pants. I was hoping it was like a swimsuit. And then it does have sweatpants. So you can work out. And then we have mini dresses. All right, we're gonna wear the alpha. Let's find some hair. We did get eyebrows. So it gives us some eyebrow options. So we have a black, brown, and then there are tintable ones. We're going to stick with those. All right, so let's do... That one's cute. Okay, now we're getting there. It's like they mixed in the men's... Well, I mean, you can't put sex on it anymore. But you know what I mean. All right, so that's a long... So 4 and 6. I want to find one that is maybe like long and flowy. I don't think I want to do a ponytail. Oh, that's a... I don't like that bob. Let's go with that one. Let's do... What? We don't have heels? We have boots. I know why. Because then that's going to get into foot shape. So all of these are going to be flat. Yeah. Okay. What hair is this? Does this have a hair base with it? Because something's up with her forehead and it's driving me insane. Was that the hair base? Yeah, that is the hair base. Okay, I was like, whew. That still didn't give her much of a forehead situation. Okay, so we have hair, shoes, tops. We're gonna keep her in this dress. I didn't see anything about makeup because she has no eyelashes right now. I just saw eyes, nails, shapes, skins. We had her eyebrows. Those were the bottoms. Those were the dresses. And then the hair, I saw eyebrows, but I didn't see eyelashes. Well, eyebrows are better than nothing. So, say this is the body that you're working. Oh, I know what we need to do. We need to take off. We're going to take off the... Where did... So, say this is the look that you were going for. That is it. You can still go in and edit your shape. So, we're going to go to my shape. And you can still go in and edit everything that you could on anything else. So, right now she's kind of tall. What if we made her a little bit shorter? All right, when you're done with your shape, if you want to keep the original shape that came in there, you would just hit save. But if you want to go in and name this a specific name, so you know this is the shape for this body, you can name it whatever you want. I'm just going to put test in there, and we're going to do save as. And so this is going to do that. So then if we go in and edit this anymore, it's not going to erase the original shape that we did. So this is what we came up with. I did it very quickly. So you can go in and do something with it to get you started. It is something that you can have. She looks definitely pregnant. I did not touch her stomach at all. But it's fine. Every woman has a beautiful body. It is what it is. So to get started in Second Life, we do get an option for this body. I'm really shocked that it didn't add any like makeup or anything. So I'm shocked by that. But other than that, this is how you get started with a body in Second Life and everything that is there for you. Like I said, that previous video is it is helpful with learning how to use the HUD and how to use, if you were to get the legacy body, and I believe I used a Guinness head on that one. But other than that, this is what is in everyone's inventory when you get started, if you don't use the other bodies that are available. And this body can fit some basic legacy clothes. I will put the Paloma Plaza down in the description as well, where everything on the bottom floor is free for anyone and everyone. It used to be called the Free Dove. And that is somewhere where you can go. So let me know in the comments how you were enjoying Second Life. Was this video helpful? I hope it was. And be sure to check out the other video I did as well. So don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, hit that little bell so you don't miss any of the next videos. And if you catch me on the grid, be sure and say, hey, what's up? And I will chat with you next time. Have a good rest of your day or night, wherever you are. This is Lunagalaxy out.